Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Coach Ray Briggs, basketball coach here out of Texas and part-time online marketer. All right, here it is. Today, I'm going to lay down a foundational training or just sharing some concepts and content with you guys on a subject I'm real passionate about, okay? And the title of this video, and I'm actually going to put this inside of my blog. If you're seeing this on my blog, then you're reading this information. If you're seeing this on any video hosting site, YouTube, Daily Motion, anything like that, there'll be a link down in the description box where you can actually get access to the blog where this entire article is going to be published. And this article is going to be called From Leavenworth to Leverage, Unlocking the Secrets of the Gurus. Okay, from Leavenworth to Leverage, Unlocking the Secrets of the Gurus. And what I want to do, I want to lay down just a little bit of foundational things, a little bit of my share, a little bit of my story with you guys, and how, I went from a position of growing up in Leavenworth, Kansas. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it or if any of my Leavenworth people out there seeing this. Shout out to Leavenworth. But if you have heard of Leavenworth, the majority of the time when I would be out, playing sports or playing basketball or traveling in different cities and states and stuff like that, anytime the name Leavenworth would come up, people mentally would think of the federal penitentiary. Okay. Now, what's ironic about growing up in Leavenworth, which is where I'm originally from, okay, growing up in Leavenworth, there's the federal penitentiary there, and there's the military prison there, but there's also a town there, believe it or not. There's actually a town there where people live and breathe and eat and exist, okay? Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is just to kind of give you an idea of where I started out foundationally in terms of my mindset, okay? Now, growing up in Leavenworth, Kansas, you don't see a lot of self-made success stories. You don't see a lot of entrepreneurs. You don't see a lot of, people that are really, trying to build, legacies and generational wealth, or people that have, went out, started their own business, that have been able to scale it up to a point where they're producing results that allow them to live the type of lifestyles that I aspire to do, where you're just simply following your passion. So I want you to imagine with me, I just want you to walk with me, just visualize yourself growing up in the town, surrounded by the federal penitentiary, surrounded by the correctional facilities, surrounded by the military prison, and there's this town there. Okay, and everybody inside this town, it's a real small community. Everybody knows everybody, and a lot of times when people want to do something, there's a lot of negative feedback. It's not a lot of negative slack. Like people, like they don't want to see you do well. They may not, purposely say stuff to your face, but the energy they put off, how they communicate with you and stuff like that is always, kind of pulling you down instead of, or better yet, having you play it safe. Okay, which is just as worse. So what I want to do, I wanted you guys to understand the transition that I went through from growing up in that environment for 18 years of my life, be surrounded by that for 18 years of my life, to the point that even when I got introduced to playing basketball, I was one of the tallest kids in my class, but my belief of being able to go and play basketball beyond high school wasn't real high. Even though I was starting and I was playing and I was doing well, I just didn't think that possibility was there because my vision and my mind wasn't open to possibilities outside of Leavenworth. Okay, so fast forward, I go off to end up getting blessed to get a scholarship. Actually earned 3 athletic scholarships throughout my college experience, graduated with my degree, and went out into the real world. So did everything they told me to do, went to school, got my education, got my degrees, and now here I'm faced with the real world. And in the real world, I'm sure we all know that nobody cares on people trying to hold you back, or people talking about you this or that, or people saying you can't. The only thing that matters in the real world is production. Being able to produce results in your life to sustain the type of lifestyle or build the type of lifestyle that you aspire for you and your family. And one of the best things that I ever got introduced to, and ironically, this happens right after my senior year. I needed one more semester to graduate. And in that one more semester, I got introduced to the network marketing industry, the home-based business profession. And when I got introduced to it, the first concept that was shared with me, and this is what I'm going to give you guys, the first concept that was shared with me was the importance of growing yourself mentally. Now, people want to make money, they want to have prestige, they want to have power, they want to have all these materialistic things and stuff like that. And it's kind of like putting the horse before the carrot. Because if you mentally can't put yourself in a position daily where you believe that the things you're fighting for, the things you're trying to build, the things you're trying to produce, the things you're trying to create can actually happen for yourself, it is not going to happen. Okay, I talk to so many people from different walks of life. I'm in the coaching background. I'm in the coaching profession. I work with youth through sports. And that's the message we send the kids day in and day out. Go for it. Work your butt off. Sacrifice things you want now to get your game better so you can make that varsity team, or you can make that A team, or you can get that scholarship. You know, we tell them how important it is to work hard. We tell them how important it is to develop their skill. We tell them how important it is to not let negativity. We tell them how important it is to surround themselves with the right people. As coaches, we tell these kids all these things, but does our lifestyle reflect that? Are we living the things that we preach? And that's in order for you to do that, you got to take that same information you're telling these kids and mentally put that stuff inside of your mind to where you're growing and you're believing that those same things you're telling those kids that they can achieve in life, that you really believe you can achieve in life. So if you have a goal of starting your own business, if you have a goal of working from home, if you have a goal of being in control of your time, if you have a goal of being able to have not have finances be a reason that causes your relationships to fall apart, or finances to be a reason that you can't live to the standard that you want to live at, check yourself mentally. And here's how you do that. You have to read. You have to read. Okay? I cannot stress this enough to you. When I was in that last semester of my senior year, and I got introduced to my first book, okay, it was actually called my first year in network marketing by Mark and Renee Yarnell. It was the first book I read, and I started reading through it, and I was intrigued. And I've never been a big reader, but when I started getting into this book and I started reading it, the thing that happened to me, and the thing that's going to happen to you when you take action on this first step, is you're going to start thinking different. You're going to start thinking different, okay? If the only information you're taking in is from the people you're surrounded with, and the people that you're surrounded with aren't producing the results that you're looking for, then you gotta have some way of getting new information, new input, new audios, new thoughts coming into your mind, so that way you can start to think differently. Okay, now I'm not going to say what's right, what's wrong on how you should think, but I want to challenge you, okay? I'm going to challenge you to develop yourself mentally, and you do that by what you have going in, by what you read and what you listen to. And I'm going to give you guys a free nugget. I'm going to give you a gift at the end of this video here for hanging in here and listening to my story. And I hope you guys are really understanding what I'm talking about, because me personally, growing up in Leavenworth, Kansas, growing up with a stuttering problem, believe it or not, I had a really bad stuttering problem. Growing up being insecure about my height because I was taller than everybody else and people would look at me funny or make jokes and stuff like that, played a big role in me mentally, okay? And it wasn't until I was out of college and I started feeding my brain new information, new ideas, new concepts that allowed me to start thinking differently, my life completely changed. I went from struggling and looking for jobs to starting my own basketball program, something it was a passion of mine. Not knowing anybody, not having any resources, but just making a decision that this is something I wanted to do, and growing myself mentally, growing myself as a leader, growing myself as a communicator, so that way I could start to build on my passion. And that would not have happened if I did not start thinking a different way. So here's my gift for you guys. Here's my gift. Okay? One of the most powerful books that you must read, is a book I want to share with you here that's called Think and Grow Rich. This book, guys, honestly will change your life. A lot of times people are looking for tips and secrets and big insider information. And I'm telling you, the root of it all, this is from after talking with 6-figure yearly earners, 7-figure yearly earners, people who have built 5- and 6-figure monthly incomes, okay? Now, money's not everything, but I want you to understand, people have those aspirations to go after that money, but they don't want to go after the knowledge. And all those people tell me, I had to make a shift in the way I thought. I had to think different than everybody else if I wanted to produce a different result than everybody else. And if you are serious about changing your situation, if you're serious about creating your own legacy, then you have to begin to develop your mind. You have to begin to think different. And the way you think is going to produce different actions. Your actions are going to produce different results. And those results in turn are going to affect the way that you think and what you believe is possible. So here's what I know. Here's what I believe. I believe that when you click on the link in the bottom of this video and you get access to this PDF, okay, this is absolutely free. I'm not charging anybody anything for this. You can buy it in bookstores. You can order it online or whatever. And I'm going to give it to you free here right now. And when you click on this link and when you start reading this book, I know for sure and I believe that you're going to have a shift mentally. I believe that you're going to start to think about things in a way you've never thought about them before. And I believe when you do that and you're consistent with that on a daily basis, okay, you're going to begin to have the foundations of what's going to attract everything into your life that you want. Everything that you need to be successful, the resources, the people, everything that you need, you're going to start becoming, you're going to start attracting things into you by becoming a more attractive person. And that's what I want to share with you guys. It's very important for you to understand that you have to become the person that you're trying to attract. You can't expect for people who are serious about their lives, who have serious issues, who have serious things that they're trying to get done in their life, to come and connect with you and take part in your vision or take part in your business or take part in your opportunity if you aren't serious about it. If you're not growing, if you're not stepping up to be the person that you want to attract into your life. So, step number 1, click on the link below. Step number 2, read the book. Read a chapter a day. Read 10 pages a day. Read 5 pages a day. The key consistent thing in what I just said is a day, every single day. Okay? Every morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to actually give you this as well. There is a morning call, okay, on this book, Think and Grow Rich, that has hundreds and hundreds of home-based business professionals, entrepreneurs, marketers, networkers, all plugged into this call from different walks of life, where we read, we mastermind, and we share how this book and how these principles and how these universal truths that are inside this book have impacted their businesses and impacted our businesses to the tune of growing out to crazy income levels, okay, and more importantly that, crazy levels of self-development. People who are shy aren't shy anymore. People who lack confidence have confidence. People who used to stutter are getting over their stuttering problems. People that used to lack belief are believing more now than ever. People who are unproductive are now producing. And it all starts inside of your mind. So this is step number 1. This is what I want to put out to you guys here for today. This is very, very powerful. Inside my blog, okay, so if you're watching this on the video anywhere, okay, inside of my blog, you're going to see a link to get free access to this book. You're going to see information on how to plug into that morning Think and Grow Rich Mastermind call that has literally changed my life and will do the same for you, okay? And after you do those 2 things, I want you to reach out and connect with me, okay? I want you to reach out and connect with me, whether it's through Facebook, social media, my YouTube channel, wherever you're seeing this at, reach out and connect with me. Because if you're serious, then I'm serious about connecting with you. And I love surrounding myself with people who are serious about life, whatever it is that you want to do, okay? So again, this is Coach Ray Briggs, basketball coach here out of Texas, part-time online marketer, fired up and excited about life, and most importantly, excited for you, for the change that's going to happen when you partake and you take action. Click on the link, read the book, connect with me, and I promise you, your life will never be the same. All right? Take care, God bless, and we'll see you guys over the top.